Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival with Lone Debater 7, and we are on our hover bike looking for some trees. We did find this small one. I'm just gonna see, hopefully this gives us some wood. Oh, fruit. Cool. Maybe if we chop it down it'll give us wood too? Ah, yeah, it did. We got 4 logs. Awesome. I'm also gonna pick up the plant fibers that I see when we stop, just because you can, like, just stuff your face with like 20 energy bars and it kind of gives you enough food to get by, but that takes a lot of plant fiber, so picking those up along the way really helps. They are a lot, or at least in this area they seem to spawn fairly regularly. Like, I think that was 8 we just picked. Yeah, so that was 8, which makes 4 bars or 120 food, so worthwhile. You can gather resources like that pretty quickly. We're gonna take our bike and we are gonna head up over to these 2 trees. Let's see what we got. Cool. There we are. And yeah, so once we gather up some logs, we'll have the plant fiber we need to not only build our water generator, but also to essentially make plant fibers to make everything else that we're going to need. So these do spawn fruit. I'm not going to chop all of them down, just some of them. Like, I'll probably chop this one over here down as well, and then we'll leave the rest, just so we can come gather the fruit. It does respawn, so it's not a bad thing to have nearby until we actually set up our own farming, which is probably going to be a little while, just being honest. And based off of, how the other series went, we didn't really set up farming until we had our capital vessel, and at that point it didn't even matter. So, yeah. I don't know. Like, farming is super good, and it's best to set it up sooner rather than later, just so the timers for how long the crops will grow can start sooner. But I don't know. I just never get started with farming all that soon. We're gonna chop this one too. Whatever. We do have one more fuel that I'm willing to spend, and that'll leave us with 1 extra. So after we build this water generator, we can get started right away gathering water containers. Because we do, I think we showed it last time right before the end, we put down our O2 tank and O2 station. So with those, we can use the water containers and some steel plates to make O2 bottles, fill up our O2 tank at the base, and use the O2 station to top off our oxygen. The O2 bottles hold a lot more than these small bottles I'm carrying with me right now, so it should be pretty game changer. We're going to be in a lot better shape as far as oxygen's concerned real quick, and that will kind of unlock the ability for us to progress into building some vehicles, focusing more on exploring the map, finding some bases to raid potentially, or resource deposits, whatever it may be. It's probably going to be resource deposits, just because I want to get enough to build a small vehicle right away so we can get into space. Mainly because I believe this planet only has iron, copper. It does have promethium, so that is good. I didn't think it had promethium. And so, okay, cool. But they changed kind of the build material progression. They added in a new material called titanium. It's used for like the hardened steel now. It doesn't take sathium, I want to say, was the material they used to use. It no longer takes sathium and uses titanium. You can only get titanium from mining asteroids, which I've never actually done in all my Empyrion game time, almost 80 hours. Never actually mined from the asteroids legitimately. I don't know, like, it never really felt necessary, I guess. But now it is, so I'm excited to check that out. If I'm honest, I think it'll be fun. It'll be new for sure. So hopefully we can get that done as well at some point and kind of show off the new material, and all that. Because I do like having the extra armor on your base is helpful, for sure. So it's going to be worthwhile doing it. This is basically out of fuel, so I'm just going to switch back. It doesn't really matter. I guess I could ding our little detector. Yeah, there's nothing really near us that we haven't gotten already. Pick these little guys. I basically am harvesting for 2 reasons. One, it gives you 100 XP every time you do, so over time that will add up to levels. And number 2 is we can use this stuff. So the plant proteins, obviously, we've explained already, can be made into these energy bars, but the fruit can be made into juice, I think. So that's vegetable juice. I think we need a food processor, but we should be able to use this fruit to make like a juice of some sort, and I think that actually will boost our stamina or recharge our stamina bar, which would be helpful while we're running around like a maniac exploring. I'm just picking up these proteins on the way back to our bike, and then we'll probably head back to base, drop off these logs, get some more plant fiber, build our water generator, and close out the episode. So let's see if we can find our motorbike. It says it's like right here. There you are. Okay, let's head back to base, which is just over here. So we didn't really have to go all that far to find trees, which is good. But as you can see, it depends on what type of area you're in. This is a sand area, so basically it's just a desert. There's no trees, there's just cactus. So you have to get out of this area and get into kind of like a little plains area that we had before in order to find some trees on arid planets, I guess. So just little tips, because it does kind of matter if you're going to try to play through on an arid map at the same time as us. You will run into the same issue. So put in 7 of those, and that will allow us to do 2 things. One, why can't I build this? What the hell? What am I missing? Stone dust. Serious? Okay. Well, we didn't actually need those plant fibers, I guess. But that is fine. We will take over some stone dust. And hopefully we can build this stupid water generator now. And we can. Let that clink away. And while it does, I think we are gonna go ahead, put in that. I'm gonna make another 9 energy bars in our little portable one. Whoops, that's the console. Didn't mean to do that. We're not trying to cheat, guys, I promise. It was a misclick on my keyboard. So, miskey, I guess, is what you could call that. Anyway, we're just chowing down some food. We'll top off our oxygen with 1 more bottle. There's probably some bottles in this little mamma jamma. Oh, there's not. Yeah, there could be. We'll let that run. We won't be using that after we, kind of place this and start going. That has a little bit more time to go. I did, however, queue up some more concrete blocks so we could try to expand out this structure a little bit. And kind of what my thought is I want to brace the back of these with concrete and kind of just expand the base out this way. Because this will give us a fairly large footprint, area-wise. We're going to need a lot of blocks to seal this so we can actually, have a breathable environment that's temperature controlled and stuff like that for us inside. So what I might do is actually split it into 2 rooms, like have this be 1 room and then have this little walkway here, and then I don't know, like if I go through we'll kind of play that by ear. I need a lot more concrete, obviously. So we'll probably go mining to replenish some of our resources here, and then kind of dive into getting a small vehicle. I might just skip the hover vessel to begin with. We'll play that by ear as well. But this is about all the time we've got today, guys. If you've enjoyed the series thus far, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe as always. And until next time, this has been LD7, and we will see ya.